Hello, Pampered Peeps. Okay, I'm sorry that I am a little late, but I had to pick my son up from football and then got home late. And I'm super excited to try this recipe, but just a little disclaimer, I have never made this before. I probably don't have everything out that I'm going to need. There's no telling how many goof ups we're gonna have, but I'm still excited to try this recipe. So, right now going on, I do have my double burner grill pan over on the stovetop heating up because the recipe calls to use the multi-purpose pot and steamer and to do the rice in the bottom and then the chicken on top. And I'm changing it up because it's hard for me to use the double burner grill pan to do, not double burner grill pan, it's hard for me to use that big pot at a party. I haven't used it a whole lot and I really prefer my double burner grill pan. So we're changing it up a little. I don't even know if this will work, but that's why we're doing this, because we are practicing in case I decide to do this at my party Monday. So I know you guys are backwards, but we are making, or I'm backwards, we're making the Caribbean chicken rice bowl. And there are a couple modifications that I'm doing based on some advice that a fellow consultant gave me. I am going to use the rice cooker for my jasmine rice, so I'm going to have to use the recipe a lot because I don't know how to make this. We are going to mix 1 can of coconut milk, if I can find my can opener. I know I did get that out. Because I use my can opener on all my cans. Is there anyone on here live? It's not showing anyone watching. If you're watching, give me a thumbs up or a wow. Oh, hey, Aaron. Aaron just popped on. Okay, so Aaron, if you just popped on, I'm making the Caribbean chicken rice bowl, but I have never used coconut milk. I am altering the recipe a little based on some insight from a fellow consultant. So we're going to do our rice in the rice cooker instead of using the multi-pot, because I'm actually going to use the rice cooker and the double burner grill pan for this recipe. So we need 1 can of coconut milk, and I preface saying I wouldn't have everything ready. Let me find a scraper. Let me grab a couple. So didn't know coconut milk was kind of a little bit thick like this. Never bought coconut milk. I've used coconut water and coconut oil, but not milk. All right, so 1 can of coconut milk. And it calls for using water, but the suggestion was to use chicken stock instead. So we are going to use 1.5 cups of chicken stock to take the place of the water. Let me shake that up a little. What's everybody else having for dinner? And since this is on our team page, I don't have to be all formal and stuff, so feel free to ask questions. I can't really read them very well from where I'm standing, but I'll try to look every once in a while. I just thought this would be fun for y'all to see me making a recipe for the very first time, and maybe you guys will want to make this at your parties. We need 1.5 cups. Actually going to do a little more than that because it also says to do a couple tablespoons extra of chicken stock for the rice. So we're going to do like 2/3 of a cup. I don't know if we need chicken stock again, but we'll save it. And then the suggestion was to add 1/2 tablespoon of Jamaican jerk rub to this. So, wipe this off because I spilled coconut milk on it. If you guys don't have this little set of measuring spoons, I love them because they fit down in the jar of your seasoning. Who just joined? Hey, Allison. Okay, so I didn't get the 1/2 tablespoon one out. There is a 1/2 tablespoon, but I didn't get it out, so we're just going to eyeball. That's probably 1/2 tablespoon of Jamaican jerk rub. We're going to use, more rub in just a minute, but all right. And then we need to whisk this together. The instructions say to do this in the batter bowl. I'm not going to dirty up the batter bowl when the rice is about to go in here. I'm all about dirtying the least number of things that I have to. We're gonna whisk that up. All right, so that's just coconut milk, chicken stock, a little bit of Jamaican jerk rub. We're gonna do a couple dashes of salt. And then our jasmine rice. You need 12 ounces of jasmine rice. I have never bought jasmine rice before, so that's new to me. I didn't get something out to measure that with. Let's get our measure-all cup. Okay, so we need 12 ounces. We will use the dry sides. There's 12 ounces, I think. Yeah, that's ounces, right? Look at this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, how much? Hold on one second. No. I need 2 cups of it. Okay, so we need this whole thing. Sorry. That was tablespoons. We need 2 cups of jasmine rice. So this is 2 cups. Let's hope it doesn't spill. Y'all are gonna see that anybody can do this job. If you aren't confident doing a cooking party, just watch me. I mean, you know, I might have done this for 12 years, but they'll let anybody do this job. All right, so here's our 2 cups. Dump that in there. Don't think we need that for anything else. We'll get a little Twix-It clip. My rice. Because if I do this on Monday, I still have plenty of rice to use for that party. Y'all need to talk to me. This gets boring just talking to myself. All right, I am gonna stir that a little. Okay, and then we're gonna microwave this for 15 minutes. So we're gonna clean up this little mess that I'm creating over here. You don't have the rice cooker. I love using it for my rice, but I also do cakes in it, 9 minutes in the microwave. Let's get all this extra jasmine rice out of the way. So I'm gonna pop this in my microwave for 15 minutes, and we're gonna prep the rest of our stuff while it's in the microwave. We're gonna clean up this mess I made with the coconut milk. All right, and what y'all can't see at the moment, but I'll take you over there in just a second, is on my stovetop is the double burner grill pan. I'm going to grill my 2 packages of chicken tenders. So we're going to season these with a little bit of Jamaican jerk and a little salt and pepper. I'm not going to cut the chicken. So we're just gonna throw it down in this bowl so we can coat it with a little seasoning. And we're going to grill it. Okay, so we're gonna use a couple tablespoons. Let's see what it says. We need, well, it's only supposed to be a pound of meat. This is a little over a pound, so I'm gonna do probably 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of seasoning. So that it is good and coated. We're gonna do a little salt. And then I'm just gonna toss this so that all my chicken is coated pretty well. Somewhat evenly coated. And I'm going to add a couple cloves of garlic because I like to cook with garlic. Who else is on here? Hey, Julie Whitlock. Okay, we're doing this totally on the fly. I've never made this recipe, so it's gonna be good and entertaining for you guys because I have not practiced this. I literally bought the groceries this afternoon And I thought, rather than make it for myself and only entertain myself, why not do it as a little training moment and let y'all see me practicing a recipe. I'm wanting to do this for my party on Monday. All right, so a couple cloves of garlic. I think all of y'all know that with our garlic press, you don't peel the garlic. Put it in here unpeeled and then crush. Scrape off the excess because I have no idea where my cleaning tool is. And we're gonna do just 2 more small cloves because we've got a lot of chicken in here. All right, and toss that again. I think I'm gonna add, well, maybe I'm not gonna add oil. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take you over to my stove top. I don't know how well this will work because you probably can't see very well. Y'all see the double burner grill pan? Give me some thumbs up if you can see my grill pan. You can't see me, but you can see the grill pan. I did, whoo, it is hot. I need to let it cool down. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Okay, it is super hot. I did have the presses in there so they would be heating up at the same time, but oh, I'm a little scared to put my chicken in there because it is really, really hot, but that's okay. I turned it on before I went live. All right, the key with grilling the chicken, just like using our new non-stick stainless pot, is put the chicken there and just leave it before you flip it. You don't want to keep messing with it, except for I want to make enough room for all my chicken. Put the press on that back chicken, and I like to kind of press down so that it kind of tenderizes the chicken. I guess I can spread that chicken out a little. No. Okay, so we're going to let that sit. Let me get my spoon rest. We're gonna let that sit for a few minutes and go prep some other stuff. So come back over here. Y'all talk to me. Ask me questions. I know I'm boring y'all. Okay, so we need to prep some red bell pepper, and we need to make the salsa. So we're actually gonna make the salsa now because we're going to grill our red bell pepper since we are not using the multi-pot. But we're gonna make our salsa that goes with this. And so what we need for this is some cilantro, which I have, some green onions, and we're gonna do about ½ a cup of fresh cilantro. I always just use our prep bowls to measure out. And then we're gonna prep some green onions. Let me grab my knife. My favorite knife is the 5-inch Santuco. Cut off some of this yuck. And I'm just going to kind of coarsely chop the green onion because my processor is going to do the rest of the work for me. I want part of the green and the white. And then another addition to this recipe that it doesn't call for is I'm going to use half of a seeded jalapeno. So when I seed my jalapenos, I like to use a paring knife, even though we don't sell them anymore, to kind of get the seeds out and devein it. If you're not aware, the seeds are the spicy part of a jalapeno. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to process this. I've got coconut milk everywhere up here, guys. And for this salsa, we do want, let's see, process until finely chopped. So we want it pretty fine. Process a little more. All right, and then we are going to add our pineapple that we're going to slice up with our quick slice. Take out the blade, and we're going to add our pineapple into here when we're ready. I'm going to go check our chicken. Stay right there. Oh, it smells delish. Okay, our chicken is literally almost done, so I'm going to take it off in just a second, but we're going to get our pineapple going. Okay, I totally cheated today and bought the already pre-sliced pineapple because it was the same price as the regular pineapple, and they only had two. Neither of them looked real good, so I cheated and bought a pre-sliced, but you could easily use our pineapple wedger to do this, because it would do the exact same thing. And a lot of times I keep this. Now we'll actually, let me set it over here. I freeze those, and then you can use it to do infused water. So I always keep the core even though I don't eat the core. All right, so we are going to slice up our pineapple. Just gonna slice this in half, and then I'm gonna use our quick slice to slice it into smaller pieces. If y'all don't use your quick slice, you are missing out. This quick slice is probably, I don't know, I use it for everything. And I use it all the time. Look at those slices. I mean, to tell you. Look at that. Amazing. I'm actually going to slice it again because I want a little bit smaller pieces for this salsa. Don't want such huge pieces of pineapple. And this is just going in here to kind of combine. So I'm not going to process it anymore. That's why I made them a little bit smaller. That is way quicker than me slicing it with my hands, or my knife. I wouldn't do it with my hands anyway. But perfect little pineapple slices. Put that down in there. And you only use half of the pineapple. So at a party, what am I going to do with the other half? I'm probably going to slice it and just either put it on the side or have the host have a little plate out, and we can put it on a plate. I keep getting notifications. Put it on a plate. Julie, what'd you say? Quick slice is one of my favorite. Oh, you can use it for everything. Y'all comment some things you use your quick slice for. And if you're not watching this live, type replay when you do watch it. All right. I gotta go get my chicken off. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it looks yummy. Okay, so here is our grilled chicken. Can y'all see that? Yum! And what I'm going to do in just a second is use the salad choppers to chop that all up. So our salsa though, we're going to combine, this is the cilantro, the green onions, and the jalapeno, which it doesn't call for the jalapeno. I will actually post the modifications I'm making after I finish this video. I posted the, sorry, my sister's trying to call. Hey, Stacy Drews, I miss you. Yes, Julie, pineapple, strawberries, cucumbers, zucchini, mushrooms, bell pepper, which I'm about to do in a second. All sorts of things. Okay, let me make sure the salsa has everything. Oh, we're supposed to do a little salt in here. That's a little odd, but we'll do it. Okay, so here's our salsa. Looks pretty yummy. We're gonna set that aside. We're gonna prep our bell pepper. I need to keep wiping off my mat. Got my trash can sitting here, very handy, because I am making a big mess on my island. All right, if you're not sure how to prep a bell pepper, let's just watch. We're gonna cut at the very, very top because I still want to use this top. So I'm gonna poke out the stem, or sometimes you can cut it out if it's a big stem like this, but take that out and we're still going to use the rest of this bell pepper. Don't throw it away because that would be a complete waste. So let me put my pineapple out of the way. Then we're gonna seed it using our scoop loop. If you don't have this, this is a great tool. I could have used it also on my jalapeno, but then we've seeded our bell pepper, and I use the small end to kind of scrape out the veins of the bell pepper. So get in there, scrape out the little veins, and then I'm gonna go rinse the bell pepper real quick to get all that out. And I just grabbed our quick slice again because we are going to use the quick slice on the bell pepper. So slice your bell pepper in half. I like to do this face up for slicing bell peppers. If I'm doing my fajitas, I always use my quick slice at my parties. But then look, it sliced my bell pepper perfectly into even little strips. So love it for fajitas. I sell a ton of quick slices. That's why I always suggest to you guys, if you're trying to get active, sell 5 quick slices and you're gonna have more than $150 in sales because it's like $34. Sell 6 of them and you're gonna have a $200 party. Actually, yeah, you sold 6 of them. Okay, so I'm gonna chop this into a little bit smaller pieces, and I'm gonna throw this in the grill pan just to saute it a little. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna slice up our chicken. So I'll be right back. Alright, when I went over there, the microwave went off, so our rice has gone off, which means I think it is ready. So we're going to check it. It's really, really hot, so be careful when you open it. Which I need something else. Oh, that's okay, we got it. Alright, we're going to stir this up. Ooh, it looks good. I have never made jasmine rice, but let me tell you, this is looking really good and really creamy because of that coconut milk. All right, let me show you. Here is our jasmine rice. And to this, we are going to add some lime. So we're going to juice a lime into, where's my knife? Into the jasmine rice. When you're using the citrus press, just do it face down, because you get all kinds of juice. And I actually think I'm going to do some onto our chicken because all this is getting combined anyway. We're kind of improvising. So we're going to do a little onto there because it calls for just 1 lime. I guess I should do a little bit more into my rice. I bought extra because Michael Yoakley, who is one of our very, very successful men of the apron, he is the one that has given the input into some modifications to this recipe. So that's why I'm kind of changing it up a little. All right, to our rice, we're gonna add a little more salt. And I think that is pretty good. It looks delicious. We're gonna set that aside. We are going to chop up our chicken with our salad choppers because I love these. So just go in there and cut it like these are scissors. This pear is my really worn out pear, so the little red lock thing gets in the way all the time and drives me up the wall. So my pear I take to my shows does not do that. I really need to send these back in and get them replaced since they're lifetime warranty, but I do have 3 other sets in the drawer that I could be using, but that's all right. All right, we're gonna sample the chicken. Pretty good. Actually needs a little more seasoning. Where is the seasoning? We're gonna add some more seasoning to the rice since it's still good and hot. We're gonna mix that in. It also does say on the recipe you can vary what seasonings you use just to change up the flavor. I think with this it'd be really good with Tex-Mex rub. That's one of my favorites. If you wanted to make it more Greek, do a Greek rub. Or even Southwestern, Tex-Mex and Southwestern. So I may change up what seasoning because the Jamaican jerk, I mean, it's good, but I don't know. We'll see. This recipe, I think, is super healthy. Okay. We check our bell pepper. Our bell pepper is almost done. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our bowl started. Let me get some stuff out of the way. Y'all, I'm being super messy. Hopefully y'all are enjoying this, and then hopefully some others will watch the replay. Get some of this stuff out of the way. So we're going to assemble this, and we're going to the rice, and then we're going to put everything else in here. Now it's really called to do in individual bowls, but at a party you're not going to want to do that. So I'm going to use the big stoneware serving bowl just because I think that will work the best for serving it to the entire party. So we're going to just dump all of our rice into the bottom. Kind of spread it out, doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to put the chicken in here. I'm going to put it in this little side section over here. Now I did extra chicken. I did 2 packages. At a party, I probably will do 2 packages because I want to have plenty to feed everybody. Then we're going to add our salsa. I'm going to get all of that. I need to go grab our bell pepper, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here's our grilled bell pepper. I'm going to actually use the salad choppers on that a little. I want my bell pepper a little bit smaller. Ugh, I need to get new salad choppers. Who wants to sell me some salad choppers? Just kidding. Y'all are too quiet. I mean, there's only a couple of you on here anyway, but am I boring you, I guess? Okay, so we're gonna put our bell pepper. There is our bell pepper. And then it calls for red kidney beans, I think is what it calls for. We are not doing that. It is, oh, the beans. Yes, it calls for a half a can of kidney beans. I have been advised to use, Julie, I'm making you hungry. I've been advised to use black beans instead and to use the entire can. So that's what we are going to do. And I have already rinsed them, and I used our Easy Read colander to rinse them. So they've already been rinsed, and we're going to set them right there. Get all this out of the way. And then we are going to add, and it doesn't call for this, but we're going to add an avocado. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the avocado, and then I'm going to pop this in the oven. Here, let's prep the avocado. I'm going to pop it in the oven. I have the oven set to 300 degrees, so just a low setting, and I'm probably only going to put it in there for maybe 5 to 10 minutes at the most, just to kind of warm it all the way through. There's our avocado. And then when it comes out, I'm going to mix all of it up and then serve it. But at a party, I'll put it together just like I am here before I pop it in the oven. So get your little seed out. Don't cut yourself when you're doing that. And then a lot of times when I'm doing anything with avocados for us, I just use the ice cream scoop to get it out. I do kind of want more chunks. I probably should have got one that wasn't quite this ripe, because this one is really ripe, so I'm going to have trouble getting this out of here. And I don't have our avocado peeler handy. Let's try using the paring knife. Yeah, I really need my avocado peeler, and I don't think I have it. Yes, I do. I do, but we don't sell it anymore, so that doesn't do me any good for a party. So I'll have to mess around with how I'm going to work on getting the avocado out. Anyone have great suggestions for getting the avocado out when you want to still leave it kind of as pieces like that? Because I don't know. We'll have to work on that. I'm not sure what we'll do. Maybe, I don't know. Y'all brainstorm with me. A spoon? Yeah, well, Julie, I could use a spoon. That makes sense. Everybody has a spoon, right? Look, that's coming out easier. I'm telling you, see, y'all need to be inspired by me, because if I can do this, oh my word, so can you. Alright, so there's the avocado. Not necessarily the neatest. I need to work on that. But look at this creation. Does that not look amazing? And this bowl is heavy as all get out. So, literally what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this in the oven for about 5, maybe 10 minutes, but I don't even think it's going to need that long, because guess what? This bowl is our stoneware serving bowl, so it's oven safe. And then when it comes out, I'm going to mix it all up, and we are having dinner. So, I hope y'all have enjoyed that. I will post and let you know how it tastes. I can already tell you it's going to be amazing because it smells delicious. That wasn't that hard. I have never made this in my life. That didn't flow well at all, but I'm definitely confident that I'm going to do this at my party Monday, because I think it's going to be really impressive. So it's a group that I've done parties with tons and tons of times, so I was looking for something new to offer. And I just really love this. I think it was easy. I think it's going to be very tasty. Probably at the party, what I will do is I will go ahead and have the grill pan on her stovetop and do the chicken before they get there. Because most of the time I'm doing parties in the living room, and it's going to be really hard to use the double burner grill pan. If you were only doing one package of chicken, you could use the single. Hey Evan, will you come say hi? Huh? Dad's here. Hold on, my son wants to say hi. This is just to my team. Come here. Hello. Come over here.
I'm tall.
No,
hello.
you can be. Look.
Not like right here.
Look,
see,
you can't even get in the video. Anyway, Dad's here, so he can take you. Now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, if I were only doing one package of chicken, would you say, looks delicious, I will definitely try it. Julie, if you live closer, you could come over and have some with me. If I were only doing one package of chicken, I could use the single grill pan and use my little hot plate, but I want to have extra meat. So I will probably just do where my double burner grill pan is on the host's stovetop. I'll kind of do that ahead of time and just show them chopping up the chicken and, you know, that kind of stuff. And then same with the bell peppers. I'll just take those into the kitchen, maybe even have the host work on grilling those, and everything else can be done right here in front of them. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope lots of you will come back and watch this, watch the replay, because I think this will be a great spring and summer recipe to do at your parties. Or even make this for your family and go Facebook Live for all of your customers and stuff. If you're scared to do that, don't be. You do it a couple times and it's really not that bad. Look how much I messed up doing this for y'all, but I still think that it showed some great stuff for you guys, and I think it is a really good recipe. So I will take a picture of it once it's all mixed up, and I'll also post the variations for what I did under this video. If you have any questions, just comment below, and I hope everyone has a great evening. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.